Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
Pour a cup of coffee, pull up a chair, turn on talk radio. It's 5 o'clock and the birds are up and there's really no place to go. Every other week I do my time in an unemployment line. I just thank God for the government cheese and these friends of mine. I raised 2 children in the south of town, down below the hill. The wife and I put them both through school, working in the mill. Now the wife is dead and the kids are gone, and I'm existing still, like the granite block that harbors space upon the hill. I started work when I was 16, young and eager, wet and green, a lean, mean laboring machine. Consumed in American dreams. Yet in his golden years, yet to realize what that means. I got a son in California, I got a letter that says he's fine. I got a picture on my dresser, I got medals all in the shrine. The youngest was a rebel, wouldn't follow the protocol. My first son's name's in Washington upon the wall. I started work when I was 16, young and eager, wet and green, a lean, mean laboring machine. Consumed in American dreams. Yet in his golden years, yet to realize what that means. Away, they fly away, like robins in the fall. When the grass is gone, the hay we stay behind. In God we trust, and they'll return in the spring if they haven't turned to dust. There's a dozen wars or so going on all the time, of every creed and color, some father's suddenly dying. Pour a cup of coffee, pull up a chair, turn on talk radio. The old timers are picking bones, I don't feel so all alone. I started work when I was 16, young and eager, wet and green, a lean, mean laboring machine. Consumed in American dreams, yet in his golden years, yet to realize what that means. Away, they fly away, like robins in the fall. When the grass is gone, the hay will stay behind. In God we trust, and they'll return in the spring if they haven't turned to dust.
Thank you. All right. The show is Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and our guest today is Michael Troy.
Ralph, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, man.
My pleasure.
Yeah,
you come from originally from Fall River,
Massachusetts. Yeah.
And that's a mill town.
Yes, it is.
And you were singing about one of those people that...
Actually, a lot of people. You know, that different people coming in and out come to mind. You know, and you know, of course, it's about the war and the wall and just life. Life as we know it, I suppose.
Yeah, well, it really paints a picture in my mind.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It was a lot of trouble to write. You know? What do you think? Do you like it?
I like it.
Well,
yeah, that's why I invited you. We saw you recently at the Minstrel Coffee House here in New Jersey, and really loved your stuff. It's it's a very unique style to me.
Yeah, thanks. It comes from, you know, a lot of old-time guitar that I've played over the years, you know, and developed. And I thought if I ever wanted to do this, I would want to, you know, be myself, in that kind of way, you know, make it your own, you know.
It's a way to do it. Way to go.
I hope so.
So, is there anything else you want to tell us about that song or the next one?
No. Yeah, it's kind of self-exclamatory, I think. Is it? I try to, you know, I try to do that. If the song should tell the story, I think, you know. Sometimes I don't get away with it, but sometimes it works.
Works for me.
Works for you?
Yeah.
That's good.
What else would you like to do for us?
Well, I get this other one, Scarecrow, that I thought on my way down here I made the set list, and I was kind of driving my car. I'm singing to myself and thinking, well, what's going to work? That was an old song. It's on the first album, Whispers in the Wind. This next one is going to be on the next album. So, what do you think?
I think I'd like to hear it.
All right. Well, I hope this little trouble in my guitar there. It's at least a little fret job, but the song's called Scarecrow. Scarecrow out in the field, who will let you in? Faith-filled one hung in the sun and driven by the wind. The work's done, the planters are gone where nobody knows, and seedlings reach for the sun and the guardian scares crows. Furrows holding the rain are like steps on the hill, and seedlings reach for the sun, and I guess they always will. God only knows what harvest will bring. Little birds tell why, and haters of life hide in the wings, and victims pass by. Who will be a confidant when the towers of bamboo tumble down? Who will sift the broken hearts from the pieces on the ground? Who will lift these spirits up? Who will mend this broken cup? Who can see a reason why when straw pierces the eye? Shadows roll over the hills, cloud spills fill rivers with rain. The wind blows like lost souls, avenging presumptuous gain. You'll snap like a twig if you stand toe to toe. Have a drink and say what you think, and bend with the blow. Who will be a confidant when the towers of bamboo tumble down? Who will sift the broken hearts straw pierces the eye. Scarecrow out in the field, who will let you in? Faith-filled one hung in the sun and driven by the wind. Furrows are holding the rain like steps on the hill, and seedlings reach for the light, and I guess they always will. Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Ralph. You're the man.
You got, hi Lou. You guys can applaud too if you like the song. Give them a hand.
Yeah, well, it's gonna make me feel like there's something going on here. I heard a comic say last night I was at Club Pasadena in Boston that you know what's the world coming to, you know, that yeah, just on the way to the club he's seen a bumper sticker and it said remember September 14th. Come on, guys. You can laugh too. Well, I thought it was funny. I was rolling, but not to let on anything about what that tune could be about. It's about different things, you know, that interact. And I thought it was a good one to play after the last one. The things haven't changed all that much, have they? In these last couple of decades. Still.
Things change and they stay the same.
They stay
the
the
more
same.
they stay the same, the more they change. Or
Whatever, something like that. How are we doing out there, guys? Okay? Okay.
We should let folks know how to get in touch with you through your website,
Oh, yeah.
in case they want to find out about your recordings and your touring schedule and so forth.
Sure.
And that information is up there. It's
Folk Michael Troy.
Folk Michael Troy, www.folkmichaeltroy. I'm glad you could read that because...
Well, I happen to know it.
Good. It's always good to know the name of your own website.
I know some things, you know, not all that much, but I hardly know how to get there. Not all that computer skilled, but I got one. Everybody's got one these days, I suppose.
Yep.
So, how am I doing, Ralph?
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Keep talking.
Just checking. I'm not a very talkative guy. I think that's maybe why I write songs. Trying to work things out in order, you know.
Well, sing another song for us then.
All right. Let me see. This guitar, when I move this capo around here, yeah, these string changes there. Does that sound? Sound okay?
Yeah.
Here's a little introduction as to who I am. This is kind of like a little bio. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Michael Troy from Fall River, Massachusetts. I bet my money in a bobtail neck, the winner bet on the bay. He held his ticket like a lifeline, that throat mine away. They stood in line like chain links, picking the chances we'd take. And the only difference between him and me was the choices we'd make. Hey, how the wind don't blow, it's cold in Mexico. Sometimes I wanna go where no one knows my name. Drink tequila on a red-eye flight, change my luck, forget tonight. Kicking down the highway in a pouring rain. Well, I made my stand, I'm a family man, you know God and love come first. I ain't no saint, ain't what I ain't, Lord knows I got the thirst. Cards passed around and the chips are down in the battle called my bluff. He bet my life and family and I'd had enough. What I know about Stephen Foster that I do not recall. I just think I didn't get that high, I couldn't take the fall. They say he died poor and alone, not a penny to his name. A better poor and humble and still in the game. Hey, the wind don't blow, it's cold in Mexico. Sometimes I wanna go where no one knows my name. Drink tequila on a red-eye flight, change my luck, forget tonight. Kicking down the highway in a pouring rain. Jane and Alzheimer's were good old friends of mine. She made me laugh, he held my thoughts, I held them sublime. I woke up in the 90s, and the 70s were gone. Hell, why'd we skip the 80s? Something was wrong. I worked the mill, I do recall, I was a fisherman for a while. And I labored for some bourgeoisie, and I put that on file. I found myself in a job market, midlife can be cruel. Yeah, minimum wage or stakes, I'm going back to school. Hey, the wind don't blow, it's cold in Mexico. Sometimes I wanna go where no one knows my name. Drink tequila on a red-eye flight, change my luck, forget tonight. Kicking down the highway in a pouring rain. I bet my money in a bobtail nag, the winner bet on the bay. He held this ticket like a lifeline, I throwed mine away. We stood in line like chain links, picking the chances we'd take. Yeah, the only difference between him and me was the choices we'd make.
All right.
Hey. There's a little bio. Did you get all that?
Went by a little bit fast.
Well,
Seemed
yeah,
a little
well.
bit abstract in places.
Yeah, well, we don't want to tell all. Could be dangerous.
Good.
The wife and kids may be watching.
You want to tell everything, huh?
Well, you know how that goes.
Yeah, I do.
So, me and you, we make a team, Ralph. We're a couple of talkative guys. We're just talking and talking. So, that's your turn. Yeah.
Anybody you consider an influence?
Oh, yeah, sure. My guitar, I like Norman Blake. Is somebody that I really
Great
try
player.
to. Oh yeah, great player. I like that old-timey style. The idea that you can play the bottom and the middle and the high end and try to. Who needs a band? That's when Norman plays. Norman doesn't need a band. He's things like that. And of course, there's Dylan and when I was young, Cat Stevens, Joni Mitchell. I mean, on the writing side, Tom Waits is a great writer. Stuff like that.
All right.
What do you think? You got some favorites you like?
Yeah, but
it's about me today.
it's about me today, yeah. I like Bob Wills.
Bob Wills.
Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys. Oh!
Oh, yeah, that's like Texas swing stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But I got a lot of influences too.
Yeah, I guess you do. I know you frail the banjo pretty well. That's an art in itself.
Well, if we're going to fit your set list in, I think you should play another one.
Okay, this one's about my hometown. It's called Romancing the Moon. I got a message from the wife of an old close friend, an old mill hand from way back when. His father won't be making those fishing dates. They found him in his easy chair, aces and dates. An invitation from the past to spend some time with them good old boys from the Tiverton line. All them shots and beers, belly laughs and tears, only romance, those hat-nosed jeers. And I'm on my knees again, praying to the Lord, amen. Light this lamp, show the way to us, my old friend. All that's left intact when you're looking back at that old coal train is that old train track, a whistle and tune, romancing the moon. From the Waltopper Pond where the water spills into the quick washing river down a granite hill, under the cotton kings from stonecutters' hands rose 400 mills on promised land. Now the river's been buried and the mill shut down, and the people got poor and the rich left town. In the local bars, the stories told how the looms in the mills turn cotton to gold. And I'm on my knees again, praying to the Lord, amen. Light this lamp, show the way to us, my old friend. All that's left intact when you're looking back at that old mill town is that old train track, a whistle and tune, romancing the moon. Winners lose and heroes cry. Wise men listen, let sleeping dogs lie. The same is easy, it's hard to change, although the parts are there, just rearranged. When things get old and they lose their salt, and it's time to go, ain't no one's fault. It's hard to let go, harder to remain like old mill towns and old coal trains. And I'm on my knees again, praying to the Lord, amen. Light this lamp, show the way to us, my old friend. All that's left intact when you're looking back at that old coal train is that old train track, a whistle and tune, romancing the moon.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
very pretty.
Thank you.
Well, we got just 4 minutes left to go in the show. I want to thank you for being our guest today, coming all the way from Massachusetts to share your music with our little studio and our viewers and everything.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. It's always a new experience. And this was certainly a new one. So what do you think?
Well, you have your choice. You can either do one of your songs or we can jam it out.
Well, I think I'd like to hear some of your banjo. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll grab it.
Play what do you think? Just let me give me a second, maybe. See how that string drops? Yeah.
Why don't we show folks your website one more time so they can find out about your recordings and your touring schedule. www.folkmichaeltroy.com.
There you go.
Is there another Michael Troy out there?
I think there's plenty of them. and there is one up there in Marblehead, and we have a link, you know. So if you go to his site, you can get to mine, and vice versa. It's happened that I've gotten gigs, you know, and then I'd look up on a computer and see his picture. Not a whole lot of fun. You work so hard to get these things, you know, and well, people don't know what to expect.
Right name, wrong picture.
Wrong picture, right name, and who's going to show up, who knows. I wonder sometimes if I'm going to go to a gig and he's going to be there. So how about one of those old time tunes?
All right.
I got high, I got in jail. I got high, I got in jail. I got high, I got in jail. I got nobody to throw my bail. My sins have overtaken me. I hand me down my walking cane.
Hand me down my walking cane.
Hand me down my walking cane. I'm gonna leave on the morning train. My sins have overtaken me. Go ahead, Ralph. Come on, Mom, throw my bail. Come on, Mom, throw my bail. Come on, Mom, throw my bail. Get me out of this old jail. My sins have overtaken me. I hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm gonna leave on the morning train. My sins have overtaken me.
Pick it, Michael.
Out of beans are hard, and the meat is tough. Out of beans is hard, and the meat is tough. Beans are hard, and the meat is tough. Oh, good God, I've had enough. My sins have overtaken me. Come on, hand me down my walking cane. I hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm gonna leave on the morning train. My sins have overtaken me. Your turn, Ralph.